The Pokemon trading card video game has several multiplayer features, using not just the Game Boy Link cable, but also infrared communication. Specifically, infrared is used for the gift center, where you can send and receive cards and deck lists, and for something called Card Pop, where two players who haven't met before each receive a free random card. But if you've watched my last video on the game, you'll know there's a very small chance of getting one of two Phantom cards, which are only obtainable by using Card Pop. You can imagine how difficult it is to Card Pop with two cartridges enough times to hit a Phantom card, but if you look online, you can find people who have done it. But there's something strange here. No matter how much digging I did, I could only find reports of Phantom Mew. I heard speculation that Phantom Venusaur was even rarer, but no one seemed to know for sure. The true answer would have to be found in the game's source code. So here's what's actually happening during Card Pop. First, your and your opponent's player names are exchanged. Your save file keeps track of what names you've previously done Card Pop with, up to 16 before the oldest is overwritten. If either game finds a match, the deal's off. Next, both of your names are converted into two numbers each, then subtracted from each other, leaving the results in CPU registers D and E. E determines what rarity of card you receive, about a 39% chance for common, 35% for uncommon, 25% for rare, and 0.4% for a Phantom card. But it's not just a random 0.4% chance. This outcome from the two players' names must always equal 5. This means some name combinations will never produce a Phantom card, no matter how many times you Card Pop. And don't think you can just figure out two names that work every time. When you first named your player at the start of the game, an unseen ID number was tagged on to the end, meaning this mark and this mark will receive two different cards. However, if the stars align and your names plus random IDs result in exactly 5, the final step is deciding which Phantom card to give, which is done by checking the parity of register D. Odd means Mew and even means Venusaur. The problem is, the two numbers obtained from the player's name will always share the same parity. The first number in register E is made by adding all of the characters together. And intuitively, if there are an odd amount of odd characters in the name, then the sum will be odd, whereas an even amount would cancel out. Now stay with me here. The second number in register D is made in a similar way, only instead of adding the characters, it uses an exclusive OR operator, which just makes same bits 0 and different bits 1. And since even numbers in binary end in 0 and odd numbers end in 1, the exact same rule from the addition problem applies here as well. An odd amount of odd bytes will leave the last bit as 1, aka odd. And this is why, despite using different equations and resulting in different numbers, both registers D and E will always have the same parity. Therefore, if register E has to always be equal to 5 to receive a Phantom card, register D will always be odd as well, meaning Phantom Venusaur is completely functionally unobtainable. Yep. No one has ever collected this card or built that mysterious Pokemon deck without cheating. Well, it was printed as a real promotional card, unlike Mew, so I guess that evens out. So, was this issue ever noticed or fixed? Well, in Pokemon Card GB2, there are two additional Phantom cards, Lugia and Here Comes Team Rocket, so the function for choosing between them was updated, and does work as intended. But Phantom Venusaur and Mew can also just be bought at the Game Center for 2,000 chips each. As for the original game, however, the 3DS Virtual Console version has no compatibility with infrared, so Card Pop is disabled. But wait, the brand new Switch Online version doesn't disable anything, and actually emulates the infrared features. So could they have fixed Card Pop and made Phantom Venusaur finally obtainable? Well, it doesn't look like it so far. It's safe to assume Nintendo doesn't even know this issue exists. The down plus A glitch still works too, although I forgot to mention last time that it's exclusive to the US version of the game. The compiled code just happened to line up perfectly to avoid crashing and trigger a dual exit of all things, which is honestly a miracle. Anyway, if you want Nintendo to see this and fix Phantom Venusaur, get this video to 1 million likes and share my Temu code with 20 friends.